Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm sorry you all had to go through that. That was a lot of conspiracy theories and wild accusations, which we know have been debunked by medical science. And we should be clear that vaccines work and save lives, and they have millions of lives in this country. Now, it's really unfortunate that we're actually here having this hearing trying to poke holes and cause more vaccine hesitancy amongst the public. But we know that we're here because committee members on this committee have demanded that we have this hearing, and we continue to cave and give those members everything that they want.
Democratic Congressman Robert Garcia had to call out Marjorie Taylor Greene in yet another hearing regarding COVID-19 and vaccinations for Americans. Here's what he was responding to.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm not a doctor, but I have a PhD in recognizing bull when I hear it. I'd like to point out to everyone that we knew early on, as a matter of fact, everyone knew early on, that the people that were at risk of hospitalization and dying of COVID were those that were obese, had diabetes, were over the age of 65. We also knew that children were at no risk, practically zero risk of being hospitalized or deaths from COVID-19. We knew that young people, healthy young people, were not at risk. However, Dr. Marks, you rushed through this process of authorizing these vaccines, even though you knew the side effects, you knew about myocarditis, and you knew about the studies. So let's be very real about the situation that we have.
Even though this feels like a repeat of the arguments from a couple of years ago, this oversight hearing on vaccine safety could have been used to both dispel the politically driven lies surrounding the vaccine and give voice to the people that actually did experience some adverse effects. But Representative Greene was involved, so she tossed around some conspiracies without any evidence.
Now, we also know that we have a member of this committee that just actually made some comments, who's been on social media demanding that we hold this exact same hearing. This is the same person that we know that has, on countless posts, has spread misinformation, encouraged parents to refuse routine vaccinations for their children, which you just heard, by the way, and even compared our pandemic efforts responses to the Holocaust. I want to just actually read something which is in the public record. I'm not saying anything that's not in the public record. That a member of this committee actually said, the same person that is actually attacking vaccines, said that vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo, just like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. I want to read that again. Vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo, just like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. That is the level of insanity and attacks that we are having here as we actually debate the lives saved around vaccinations.
It's important to remind Americans of the ridiculous attempts to sway public opinion against the not-so-new phenomenon of vaccinations with posts that compared it to the Holocaust. The tactics aren't very well thought out because the entire purpose is to shock and scare people into their belief system. A responsible discussion would honestly debate the actual findings regarding the vaccine and come to helpful conclusions for constituents. But when party is placed above your country, we're left sifting through the BS in search of some kind of reality. Representative Garcia highlighted the seriousness of the discussions that get clouded by political opportunists. But that's not as salacious as calling it a Holocaust.
The fact that we are now having parents that are choosing to vaccinate their kids less than before because of all of the attacks on vaccinations is shameful, and it's shameful that members of Congress continue to put down vaccinations as an opportunity to get our communities healthier. And Dr. Marks, I want to thank you for the work that you did. My mom passed away to COVID-19. My stepfather passed away due to COVID-19. Both would have taken that vaccination in an instant if it was available to them. And so anytime that folks, especially folks on this subcommittee on the pandemic, attack vaccines, it's personally insulting to all the families that have actually lost loved ones. We've saved millions of lives because of the vaccine. And it's unfortunate we keep causing this harm.